Welcome back to the channel. We brought you the today November 17, 2023 info. I will announce the topic first. President Biden reaffirms U.S. commitment to Asia-Pacific region, emphasizes economic ties at APEC summit. Biden and Xi lock horns in high-stakes battle for Asia-Pacific influence. United States and China renew climate talks ahead of COP28, paving the way for global cooperation. U.S. takes bold step, lifts sanctions on Chinese institute to foster fentanyl cooperation. Let's move on to the detailed news. President Biden reaffirms U.S. commitment to Asia-Pacific region, emphasizes economic ties at APEC summit. San Francisco, November 17, 2023, President Joe Biden delivered a resolute message to Asia-Pacific leaders and CEOs today, assuring them of the United States' unwavering dedication to the region and its ongoing efforts to bolster economic relations. Speaking at the highly anticipated Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation (APEC) summit held in San Francisco, Biden underscored America's enduring presence, stating unequivocally, "We're not going anywhere." The president's address aimed to assuage concerns regarding the waning influence of the United States in the face of China's escalating economic power. Biden emphasized the Biden administration's proactive endeavors to deepen economic partnerships with nations across the Asia-Pacific, primarily through the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework, IPEF, which serves as a counterbalance to China's ambitious Belt and Road Initiative. "Our commitment to investing in the region is unwavering. Together with our partners, we strive to forge a more secure and prosperous future for the Indo-Pacific," President Biden declared. He also highlighted the United States' robust economic strength, projecting a faster growth rate than that of China in the forthcoming years. In addition to fostering economic engagement, Biden stressed the paramount importance of addressing shared challenges such as climate change and technological advancements. He called upon APEC members to collaborate effectively in tackling these pressing issues. President Biden's message at the APEC summit resonated clearly. The United States remains a significant stakeholder in the Asia-Pacific region and actively seeks to fortify its bonds with partner nations. As he continues to revitalize American leadership in the region, his efforts are poised to endure and evolve in the months and years ahead. In related news, Biden and Xi lock horns in high-stakes battle for Asia-Pacific influence. San Francisco, November 17, 2023. President Joe Biden and Chinese President Xi Jinping engaged in a high-stakes competition for influence in the Asia-Pacific region at the prestigious Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation (APEC) summit held in San Francisco. The two leaders skillfully maneuvered to position their respective countries as the region's most dependable partner, offering enticing economic assistance and robust security cooperation to Asia-Pacific nations. Biden's focus on economic partnerships and collective challenges. President Biden placed significant emphasis on the United States' unwavering commitment to forging deeper economic partnerships with nations across the Asia-Pacific region, leveraging the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework, IPEF, as a catalyst. Furthermore, he underscored the paramount importance of addressing shared challenges, such as the pressing issues of climate change and technological advancements. Xi's showcase of China's economic might and infrastructure advancements. On the other hand, President Xi Jinping eagerly showcased China's formidable economic strength and remarkable infrastructure developments stemming from the ambitious Belt and Road Initiative. Additionally, he stressed the significance of regional cooperation and non-interference in the internal affairs of other nations, projecting an image of responsible leadership. Asia-Pacific nations strive to maintain a delicate balance. Caught in the crossfire of this fierce competition, Asia-Pacific nations find themselves delicately balancing their relations with the United States and China. Mindful of avoiding excessive reliance on either superpower, they ardently seek to safeguard their own autonomy and navigate these complex dynamics with astuteness. Uncertainty shadows the outcome of the competition. As the battle between Biden and Xi for influence in the Asia-Pacific region rages on, the ultimate outcome remains shrouded in uncertainty. However, the APEC summit undeniably brought to the forefront the escalating importance of the region and the intensifying rivalry between these two global powerhouses. Key insights. The United States and China are embroiled in an intense competition for dominance in the Asia-Pacific region. Asia-Pacific nations are carefully maneuvering to strike a harmonious balance in their relationships with the two superpowers. The ultimate outcome of this competition remains uncertain but holds significant implications for the region's future. Let's move on to the other info. United States and China renew climate talks ahead of COP28, paving the way for global cooperation. In a significant breakthrough before the highly anticipated COP28 climate summit, the United States and China have re-engaged in high-level discussions regarding climate change. As the world's two largest emitters of greenhouse gases, the resumption of dialogue between these global powerhouses marks a crucial step forward after a period of strained relations. The revival of talks comes at a time when the international community faces an urgent imperative to tackle the pressing challenge of climate change. The United Nations Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC, has issued a stark warning, emphasizing the necessity of peaking global emissions by 2025 and halving them by 2030 to avert the most detrimental effects of climate change. Conducted in California on November 9 to 10, the recently concluded U.S.-China climate talks were characterized as positive and productive by both parties involved. A range of key areas were identified for collaborative action, encompassing initiatives such as reducing methane emissions, advancing carbon capture and storage technologies, and fostering innovation in clean energy solutions. While the resumption of U.S.-China climate dialogue is an encouraging step forward, the true test lies in translating words into tangible actions. The upcoming COP28 summit will serve as a critical litmus test for both nations, examining the depth of their commitment to cooperative efforts in combating climate change. Key insights. High-level climate talks between the United States and China have been revitalized. Collaborative efforts will focus on diverse areas, including methane emission reduction, carbon capture and storage technology development, and the promotion of clean energy innovation. The forthcoming COP28 summit will serve as a pivotal moment to assess the level of commitment demonstrated by the United States and China toward climate cooperation. Additional noteworthy aspects. The resumption of U.S.-China climate talks takes place against a backdrop of escalating concerns surrounding the global climate crisis. Despite a history of collaboration on climate change, the relationship between the two nations has experienced strains in recent times. COP28 is anticipated to be a transformative milestone in the worldwide endeavor to combat climate change. Conclusion. While the resumption of U.S.-China climate talks constitutes a positive development, it is imperative that both nations follow through with concrete actions. The forthcoming COP28 summit will be a defining moment, scrutinizing the extent of their dedication to cooperative measures in addressing climate change. In other news, U.S. takes bold step, lifts sanctions on Chinese institute to foster fentanyl cooperation. In an effort to foster collaboration with China in addressing the fentanyl crisis, the United States has made a significant move by lifting sanctions on the Institute of Forensic Science, IFS, under the Chinese Ministry of Public Security. The IFS had been placed on the Commerce Department's entity list in 2020 due to concerns surrounding alleged human rights abuses. The decision by the Biden administration to remove the IFS from the entity list has sparked varied reactions. Advocates of the move assert its necessity in strengthening cooperation with China on combating the fentanyl epidemic. However, critics express concerns about the potential implications for human rights considerations. Despite these concerns, the Biden administration views the lifting of sanctions as an essential step toward securing China's cooperation in tackling the fentanyl crisis. Fentanyl, a potent synthetic opioid, is responsible for tens of thousands of overdose deaths in the United States annually, with a significant majority originating from China. To enhance collaboration, the U.S. and China have agreed to establish a dedicated working group focused on fentanyl cooperation. This working group will be entrusted with the crucial task of identifying and implementing new measures to stem the flow of fentanyl from China into the United States. The decision to lift sanctions on the IFS marks a pivotal development in the complex U.S.-China relationship. The true impact of this decision on China's willingness to cooperate on fentanyl-related matters remains to be seen. Nevertheless, it serves as a clear indication that the Biden administration is prepared to make concessions to address a pressing public health crisis. Key insights. Sanctions on the Chinese Ministry of Public Security's Institute of Forensic Science, IFS, have been lifted by the U.S. The aim is to encourage China's cooperation in combating the fentanyl crisis. Diverse reactions have emerged in response to the Biden administration's decision. A dedicated working group has been established to facilitate fentanyl cooperation between the U.S. and China. The removal of sanctions on the IFS signifies a significant milestone in the U.S.-China relationship. These were the current news. We will return in a while with more info. In the meantime, please think about subscribing to our channel. I appreciate your time. Enjoy your day.